Well, speaking of mainstream media, the White House last week, as you'll remember, took a shot at NBC and said, hey, Richard Engel did this report, an interview with the President of the United States, but it was deceptively edited where it made it seem as if the President agreed with Richard Engel's statement when, in fact, he was really vigorously challenging what he had to say. That was last week. Over the weekend, now the New York Times is apparently receiving fire from the White House. They say that an editorial on Memorial Day was over the line.
Yeah, because it has to do with the GI Bill and the president not supporting the GI Bill because he says that, they should serve more time before they get a free education. Not that he's against military at all, but this is what the New York Times says about the president. He is wrong, but at least he is consistent, having saddled the military with a botched, unwinnable war, having squandered soldiers' lives and failed them in so many ways. The commander-in-chief now resists giving the troops a chance at better futures out of uniform. And, of course, Dana Perino, the White House spokesperson, fires back and says this editorial cannot be farther from the truth. The New York Times doesn't let the facts get in the way of expressing its, is it vitriolic? Or
vitriolic.
Vitriolic.
And it's unbelievable because she goes into detail saying, look, this is one GI proposal. They focus on college education. We feel as though if they join this volunteer force, the future men and women who join the military, they're going to be jumping off to college after 3 years. It's going to hurt our fighting force. Instead, we are focusing on GI bills that focus on health benefits. They focus on getting jobs for spouses that are at home, from building up the health care systems that we have here. This is just a different emphasis. It's not like the president or John McCain is saying, I don't want to give the GIs this. There's just different emphasis for that. And after all, this is different. People point to, well, look what they did after World War II. Well, after World War II, people were conscripted. They said, you're joining. They said, for doing that and winning the war, then here's a college education. Now, people are saying, I want to be a military person. I am signing on in a volunteer force.
Right, but here's the problem with this whole situation, is that the majority, or I would guess that a big proportion of society does not read all the details about every issue. So when they just see the headline, that's what they're going to believe. And I think that's the problem in this whole thing, is that when you see a headline that says President Bush against soldiers, okay, maybe you don't read the whole article.
And John McCain against soldiers.
Right, exactly. And it has a lot of political bearing.
Absolutely. And so when you see that headline, you can tell exactly who they want to win.
And I can't believe the way the White House is fighting back. They're not letting anything. They got to know. If you're going to write a story like this, you're going to get some blowback.